He wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A mind wired for music, a tone grounded in raw honesty, and a presence that didn't demand attention but commanded it anyway. Suga didn't simply debut as another idol in a crowded industry. He built an identity of his own, transforming underground ambition into one of the most respected creative forces in modern music. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Suga was born as Min Yoon-ji on March 9, 1993, in Daegu, South Korea. Long before global tours and chart records, he was a teenager immersed in music production, writing lyrics and composing beats in a small studio environment. Music wasn't just passion. It was survival, expression, and identity. Coming from a modest background, he worked part-time jobs to support his craft, often balancing financial struggle with relentless creative drive. His early journey was far from easy. Before debut, he faced resistance from family, financial hardship, and even a serious shoulder injury from an accident while working a delivery job. Yet none of it shifted his focus. In 2010, he joined Big Hit Entertainment as a trainee, not just as a performer, but as a producer determined to shape his own sound. The training years were intense. Unlike many idols, Suga's foundation was rooted in underground hip-hop, which gave him a distinct artistic perspective. He honed his rap delivery, production skills, and songwriting, preparing for a debut that would eventually redefine global music dynamics. In 2013, he debuted as a lead rapper and producer of BTS. What began as a relatively unknown group quickly evolved into a worldwide phenomenon. Suga's sharp lyricism and introspective writing became core elements of BTS's identity, tackling themes like mental health, societal pressure, ambition, and self-worth. As BTS expanded globally, breaking records, topping charts, and selling out stadiums, Suga remained a central creative force behind the scenes. He contributed extensively to songwriting and production, shaping the group's evolving sound across multiple albums. His ability to blend raw emotion with technical precision set him apart not only as an idol, but as a musician in the purest sense. Beyond group success, he explored a more personal narrative through his alter ego Agust D. His solo mixtapes, including Agust D and D2, revealed a darker, more unfiltered side of his artistry. Tracks like Daechwita combine traditional Korean elements with modern hip-hop, showcasing both cultural depth and experimental vision. In 2023, he released his official solo album D-Day, completing a trilogy that reflected his personal and artistic evolution. The project received global acclaim, further proving his ability to stand independently while maintaining authenticity. Offstage, Suga's personality contrasts sharply with typical celebrity expectations. Known for his reserved and introspective nature, he values privacy, creative control, and meaningful work over constant visibility. His lifestyle reflects discipline, long studio hours, and a focus on production rather than performance alone. Financially, his success extends far beyond idol activities. With earnings from global tours, album production credits, songwriting royalties, and brand collaborations, his net worth reflects a career built on both artistry and strategy. As part of BTS, one of the highest-earning music groups in the world, his financial standing continues to grow steadily. What sets Suga apart is authenticity. In an industry often driven by image, he prioritizes truth. His lyrics openly address depression, anxiety, and personal struggle, creating a connection with listeners that goes beyond entertainment. He doesn't just perform music, he communicates through it. As of 2026, Suga stands not only as a global K-pop star, but as a producer, songwriter, and artist whose influence reaches far beyond genre boundaries. His journey from a small studio in Daegu to international stages reflects resilience, honesty, and an unwavering commitment to music. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bang Chan wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A creative instinct so sharp yet disciplined, a presence so calm yet commanding that audiences naturally paid attention. Bang Chan didn't simply debut as another idol in a competitive industry. He built his identity through relentless work, transforming years of training and musical passion into one of the most respected leadership journeys in modern K-pop. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Bang Chan was born as Christopher Bong on October 3rd, 1997, in Seoul, South Korea, before moving to Sydney, Australia, at a young age. Long before sold-out arenas and global recognition, he was a teenager deeply connected to music, spending countless hours practicing vocals, dance, and production. Music was never just entertainment for him. It became purpose. At 13, he auditioned for JYP Entertainment in Australia and successfully earned a trainee position, making the life-changing decision to leave behind family and familiarity in pursuit of something uncertain yet deeply meaningful. His trainee years became legendary within the K-pop industry. Spending nearly 7 years under JYP Entertainment, Bang Chan developed not only as a performer, but also as a producer, songwriter, and leader. The demanding environment tested his patience, discipline, and resilience, yet it also shaped the calm confidence that would later define him. During this period, he formed close creative relationships with future members and became part of the in-house production team 3 Ratcha, where he helped craft music long before official debut. In 2018, he officially debuted as the leader of Stray Kids alongside Lee Know, Changbin, Hyunjin, Han, Felix, Sungmin, and Ian. Unlike many idol groups built entirely by companies, Stray Kids carried a more self-produced identity from the beginning, with Bang Chan playing a central role in shaping their sound, direction, and creative philosophy. His influence quickly became one of the defining forces behind the group. Balancing leadership with performance, production, and songwriting, Bang Chan helped create a style that blended emotional honesty with explosive energy. Whether through aggressive hip-hop tracks, emotionally vulnerable songs, or experimental concepts, his artistic fingerprint remained clear throughout Stray Kids' evolution. As the group expanded internationally, breaking album sales records and headlining world tours, Bang Chan emerged as one of the most respected idol leaders of his generation. Fans connected not only with his musical abilities, but also with his openness, work ethic, and consistent support toward both members and audiences worldwide. His artistic growth extended beyond performing. Through producing and composing, he contributed to shaping Stray Kids into a group recognized for creative independence. Rather than relying entirely on outside production, Bang Chan consistently prioritized authenticity and personal involvement in the music-making process. Offstage, his image blends discipline with relatability. Despite global fame, he maintains a grounded and approachable personality, often sharing thoughts about creativity, self-improvement, and the realities of pressure within the entertainment industry. His lifestyle reflects structure, long studio sessions, physical training, and constant creative focus. Fashion also became part of his growing influence. Known for balancing streetwear aesthetics with sleek stage styling, Bang Chan developed a look that feels both modern and effortless. His confidence comes less from extravagance and more from presence, adaptability, and authenticity. Financially, his success extends far beyond album sales. Through world tours, streaming success, songwriting credits, endorsements, and global campaigns, his estimated net worth reflects years of consistent contribution and international impact. Stray Kids' rise as one of the leading fourth-generation K-pop groups further strengthened his reputation within the industry. What sets Bang Chan apart is responsibility. In an industry driven by speed and image, he leads with loyalty, emotional intelligence, and creative commitment. Whether producing late into the night or standing in front of thousands of fans on stage, he prioritizes connection, teamwork, and artistic honesty above spectacle alone. As of 2026, Bang Chan stands not just as a K-pop idol, but as a creator, producer, and leader who helped redefine what modern idol artistry can look like. His journey from a trainee in Australia to the front of global arenas reflects sacrifice, persistence, and unwavering belief in music and teamwork. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.